If this ain't dirty, your muffler ain't dirty. Fire it up again.
Sounds like it's got an air leak. I'm probably just gonna put an aftermarket muffler on this. If it's got a hole, you'd see it leaking fuel. Now you can't cut your stumps very low because you got the full wrap.
Tell me you can't. You can't.
Maybe we should cut a piece of line back.
It runs way better now. Yeah, you're right.
Hey Harold, so today we were hoping you could walk us through how to adjust a chainsaw carburetor. Think you could show us how it's done?
All right, I'm explaining it to you. The reason you lower it down to the lowest speed that you can get it to idle at, and you adjust your low, is so that you got the only feeding gas through the low speed circuit. Now you got a limiter cap in here, which I can't go any closer without taking the carburetor and pulling the limiter caps out. But I went to the point where I'm able to with the limiter cap. When you can't adjust it within the range of the limiter caps, you probably got dirt in the carburetor or an air leak or something, you know. But in adjusting it, let me go back to adjusting it. You set your low as you can get it to idle. Then you adjust your low speed. It's only running on the low speed then.
Okay.
Then you throttle it up and you adjust your high speed, but now you don't run a saw like for a long time on high without it cutting some wood, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you might want to hit it for a couple seconds and then adjust it and hit it for a couple seconds. And then the last thing you want to do is make sure there's no hesitation when you hit the throttle. If you get one that when you hit the throttle, it goes on, down, and then revs back up, then it's set wrong.
Then what's wrong with it?
Go back to the low speed again.
Start over
and
again.
Adjust the low speed first and then the high speed.
Okay.
Always adjust the high speed last, and always have your throttle set low enough that the chain's not driving, the clutch isn't driving the chain. And you know, as far as how fast and slow it goes, you know, I like to get them as low as I can.
Yeah.
But with no hesitation.
Yeah.
Now, if you got hesitation, you go back to adjusting the low and only increase the throttle stop to the point where it's running smoothly. You know, the lowest set speed that it can run smoothly. And now that will change according to whether you got a dirty fuel filter, a dirty air filter, you know, a bad spark plug.
Yeah,
go back to the basics first.
Start over again.
And then start over adjusting it. But now that you know how to adjust it, you can always keep it adjusted yourself.
Yeah.
You give a man a fish, you teach him, you feed him for the day, you teach him how to fish, he feeds himself the rest of his life, right?
That's
so
right.
now it's yours.
It's all set, ready to go good now?
It's good enough for now until you do a service and replace the fuel filter and air filter and do a leak down test. Do you know what a leak down test is?
Well, not on the chainsaw, no.
Okay,
Never seen it.
You got to take the carburetor and muffler off and cap both places, and then pump up the block and see if it's got a leak. If it's got any kind of a leak in the boot between the carburetor and the block, a leaky seal, or anything like that will affect the running of your saw. The more it leaks, the worse it will run.
Yeah.
And if it leaks too bad, it'll burn the saw up.
Yeah, I guess might as well burn up this saw.
No, I don't think it's bad enough to burn the saw up right now.
That's why it's nice to get the auto-adjusted ones, huh?
Well, you know, the auto adjustment ones do compensate for it, but you know what? They can compensate and keep it running when it's got an air leak. So, you know, one's way better than the other in this area, and the other one's better in that area. I like old school. Always, if you get off on it, okay? If you get off on it and it's kind of running too fast on an idle and you can't back it down till it's on an idle, you know, go back to the basic settings, and they're different for all the different saws now. They used to all be the same all the way in till it touches and back it out 1.5 turns. It's generally the old school way of doing it, you know, but you got to remove the limiter caps to do that.
Yeah.
While you're in there removing the limiter caps and everything, you need to clean the carburetor and do all the other stuff, you know, that you need to do.
Yeah.
But, you know, you pull a service on it, then maybe you could get it adjusted better. But that's the best that you can do right now without putting new fuel filter and checking, see, you got to check, first of all, you got to check your fuel line. If it's got a little pinhole in it, it's not going to run correct. And you're going to compensate for it by adjusting it, and that's not the right way to do it.
If it's got a hole, you'd see it leaking fuel.
No.
No, it's inside.
It's inside the tank. It's going to just leak air.
Yeah,
you got
it suck the air.
You got fuel filling up part of the tank and air filling up the rest of the tank.
Yeah.
And if it sucks air, it runs lean.
Yeah.
Now you don't have one trying to run away. It's not like hard to get it to idle. And the first sign of it having an air leak is it's hard to idle. Yeah. I think you're more likely just need a service done on it and then go back and adjust the carburetor again. You can do the service yourself. Just get an air filter, spark plug, and a fuel filter.
Why does it need a spark plug if it doesn't have a problem starting?
Well, when you pull the spark plug out, you can look at the spark plug and read the spark plug. If it's got burnt black stuff on it, then...
Because it can either run too rich or too lean. It's
running too rich, and it's not burning the gas up good.
Yeah.
You need to take the muffler off and clean the muffler out, too. That's another part of it.
Carbon builder.
I'm probably just going to put an aftermarket muffler on this thing.
No. That muffler's in perfect shape. All you do is burn it out. You take it off, you take a little propane torch, and you heat it up until it quits smoking, and it's all cleaned out.
Oh,
so you just
carbon will burn off.
Yeah,
okay.
I've actually never taken the exhaust off. On my 500, I have bolts.
Yeah, you got to pop those covers off.
So that just pops off?
And then you go through it. It's the same Torx that fits this right here, fits your muffler bolts. The same.
So you got those don't
T27.
That's just for looks right here?
Yeah, that's just to keep dirt daubers from building a nest in there.
Oh, okay.
To keep the bugs out.
Yeah.
But you have a fuel screen here. Well, you got your fuel screen removed. You don't. But right here.
I never took it off.
Have you got that little T27 wrench? Like you got your...
Yeah, I got one right here. Is it T25?
You just hit T27.
I got one in there.
I should have one in the kit right here. Okay.
You just take a T27 and loosen that screw, and you can pick that out, and you pull it out, and you can see how dirty the screen is.
Yeah.
And now that's an easy clean. The other more extensive clean is you take the whole muffler off and you heat it up till the carbon burns out.
And
then it's a perfectly good muffler.
Yeah.
Don't overheat it and burn a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
But a propane torch, little one that you solder pipes with or whatever, that won't overheat one. You'll actually have to take a while to heat it up.
Oh, maybe brake cleaner might work just fine too.
You don't want to use chemicals to clean it. Just heat.
Just heat, yeah.
You know how a catalytic converter cleans itself on a car? It's the same principle.
Okay,
you burn the carbon out.
Yeah, you
burn the carbon up, and the carbon's not there no more, and it won't smoke.
Makes sense.
Things like that. It's not real bad. It's not in very bad shape.
Yeah.
It hasn't been ran too much.
That's why I'm saying. This is still at the point where you could do the service yourself. I like to show people how to take care of their own equipment,
That's good. Me too.
Yeah.
I like to
You
learn.
can come over and show me how to cut a tree down.
Yeah.
I think I know how to cut a tree. There's
So you just want to see if I know what I'm doing?
Some areas I need some help in, like climbing. I'm not young enough to climb trees anymore.
Just be very gentle with it. There you go.
You take your screwdriver and pry that.
Burn yourself.
Pry that out. See, it just comes right out.
And that's a filter. I need a clean
Screen. It's a spark arrestor screen. It's
that has never been cleaned.
It's
It don't
not
look
that
bad at all.
bad. If this ain't dirty, your muffler ain't dirty. Okay, this gets dirty first.
Yes.
This is something you need to clean all the time. Every time you do a service, you clean it.
I never cleaned it, and I had this off for 2 years. Look at that.
Well,
I don't use it enough.
then you're keeping it running good.
I don't use it too much because it runs like crap.
Well, now you should run better.
Yeah, I don't like it. I liked it when I got it, and it ran fine. for like the first half a year, and then it started running like junk. And
Well, it's like your carburetor, the ports in your carburetor, they close up over time from the dirt of the in the fuel, you know. I mean, and nobody cleans carburetors anymore.
No. I might just honestly take this one off too and keep for backup and put a second bolt like this, and then whenever I use this,
okay,
if you have them, why not? I'll take it. But,
well, you know, I have a lot of dead saws over there. I'm sure I could rob you one off.
If you can get one of these to make it match, you look more professional.
Keep it original, man.
Not rookie Amazon look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have bought the original ones. I was like, it's just bolts, but I didn't think about the size.
Now that it's cooled off, you
gotta
crank it up and rev it a couple times to see if it hesitates.
Right up. That's good. That sounds way better. Okay, like I said,
Everything that you do to it, you put a cleaner air filter, a cleaner fuel filter, everything you do to it's going to change that setting. You're going to have to know how to do it yourself.
Go back and adjust it again.
Every time you're...
You've been doing that?
No, but that makes sense.
I feel like nobody does this unless you're an expert.
Right.
You know something? Experts don't do this. Everybody's lazy in the world today, okay? It's just a matter of how much pride you take in your work.
Yeah.
Because this saw came with a 25-inch bar when I bought it. And it cut really good with it. Softwoods and stuff. Not like dead stuff, it wouldn't. But then I was like...
It doesn't matter
it wouldn't
if
cut
you...
so well anymore.
I mean, the saw don't come with a large bar, but they have aftermarket bars that go up to 6 feet or whatever. And
no, you can't run down.
Don't tell me you can't. You can too. You just can't push it through there like you're
like a regular,
you know, like you're a
like
race car driver cutting wood. You know, you just gotta feed the saw good. Plus, you gotta have the chain sharpened right. The chain only cuts 20 thousandths of an inch on each tooth.
Yeah, this one's
okay. That's not enough to cause the saw to stall. What you do is in a large piece of wood that you're cutting through, like say you're cutting wood to make tables out of. You know, you got a 4-foot bar or something. That's an overkill for that saw, but you just push it through there nice and slow and take it easy, let it feed the wood chips out, and it won't pack up. The saw's plenty strong enough to cut.
Yeah.
It's only cutting one tooth at a time, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the harder you push it, the more you make it bite. You know. Don't push your saw. Let your saw cut.
The 500i, I'm pushing that thing and it goes, but this thing won't.
I understand,
so
but
this would be a good stump cut.
You also with it when you got a good sharpened chain, you don't have to push it. You can take the 500i and set it on a log, and just the weight of the saw itself will plunge right through a log.
Yeah. This saw, I'm running a full wrap handle on my 500i, and I didn't think about it, but somebody said that now you can't cut your stumps very low because you got the full wrap. Mm-hmm. So I could use this as a stump saw because this one's flat, you know.
And put a 25-inch bar on it?
Or even 20-inch, because most stumps are small, you know.
I mean, yeah.
But if you're doing the big stumps, yeah, you might as well get the bigger saw. But this thing eats small stuff, but big stuff. Maybe now it will do big stuff.
You have a stump grinder?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Maybe we should cut a piece of log back.
Go ahead.
You can.
There's plenty of mine laying
Let's
over
try it
down.
out. I'm curious. I want to see if I can feel a difference cutting a log.
Yeah, make sure that bar is sharp too. Is it sharp?
Yeah, it's a brand new chain.
Oh, okay, then you should be good.
Sometimes the brand new ones aren't cut very well, but they should be good.
Yeah.
cut it like here.
All the way down to the bottom.
You want it cut low?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're gonna do it.
My bar will not reach all the way low, but
That's fine, as far as you can. There you go. strong now, bro.
It runs way better now. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he said that was a brand new chain.
Again, brand new
Doesn't
chain.
matter, right?
Factory chains need the depth gauge is ground. I'll show you about that if you want. Try just setting the saw on there and letting just the weight of the saw cut through that log. Just don't do it down there a little bit, just right there. All right, if you was to take this rake right here down, you see this part right here? What you want to do is lay a straight edge across these two teeth and take a feeler gauge and check in between there. And you should have 20 thousandths to 25 thousandths. If your saw's running a tip-top shape, you can actually cut 25 thousandths each tooth. Goes by, takes 25 thousandths off.
This is pine.
It's curling nice chips.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, you just set your rakes, and Steele's got that new chain sharpener out.
Oh,
I got that.
That does
Yeah.
the rakes at the same time it
And
sharpens your
everything?
teeth.
yeah.
Now that
one's good.
the trick, you know.
Yeah, I got that
it's
on the
got
truck right
it's got your angle on there where you can keep your angle straight, and it does your
Raker.
rakes at the same time. That's ideal. That's the right way to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Makes sense.
that you can take a brand new chain and run that on it, and you'll see evidence that it cut the rakes down on a brand new chain.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Payroll.
Better to keep somebody.
Yeah.
Are you pretty happy, Andre, with the result?
I'm actually very satisfied with this chainsaw. I got to run in some logs at the